so Scary Chef Sherry is back in the kitchen, the OG kitchen, and today we are making wafer par Eedu. If you're struggling with opening a bag of chips, this is a bad sign. Again, anything can happen. One is survived at least. Beautiful, if I may say so myself. Wafer par Eedu is the next viral egg. So what is wafer par Eedu? Okay, so us Parsis, we love Eedu, which is basically Eedu equals egg. And we have everything par Eedu, means an egg on all kinds of vegetables. So we have tamota par Eedu, which is tomato. Egg. We have bhindi par Eedu, which is like we call it bida par Eedu, which is like basically bhindi, an egg. Keema par Eedu, which is obviously keema ke upar egg. Potato also we do with egg. Sully also we do with egg. But I feel like the most exotic is like wafers. So actual wafers. So this is like literally any potato wafers. You take wafers and then you eat like an egg on like crisps. And I don't know why this hasn't gone viral yet, because it's such a cool, with all the viral eggs you have on Instagram, I feel like wafer par Eedu is the next viral egg. I'm calling it right now, guys. Full confession for you guys and disclosure, I have never made this myself. So Scary Chef Sherry is in this with you. So if you haven't made this, I'm right there with you. I've only eaten it about, I don't know, hundreds of times in my life. But I've asked my mommy for the recipe. I know how it's done. I've seen it being done. So we're gonna do this. Okay, so what do we need? Firstly, obviously you need a pan like this with like a dhakkan, because you're gonna have to cover it at some point as well. Wafers, any potato wafers. I just ordered these random ones. Any good plain potato wafers. You can even do this with like flavored wafers. Like my mom likes to do it with the Lay's cream and onion wafers as well. I like the plain ones. Some olive oil. You don't really need to use oil, but I like to be safe because I feel like everything chip goes on the pan. A little bit of coriander, some eggs, some turmeric. So haldi and coriander is obviously optional. This is just how we make it in my house. People put pepper on top, people put spices on top, people put like nothing on top. Also, it's your call. Don't really need salt because the chips are already salted. I have already done my prep work because I don't want to fumble once I have everything. So I've got my eggs here and I've got my coriander here, and we're going to get started. Okay, so first up, obviously we're going to open the chips. And if you're struggling with opening a bag of chips, this is a bad sign, because I don't know how we're going to make the eggs. No, we've done it. Okay. So there are not so many chips in this. I have more, but it's just me eating akela, so I'm not going to make so much. A lot of people like to crush the chips. A lot of people like to leave them whole. In our household, we are kind of debated on that. We usually leave them whole, but some people like them crushed. Also, now you have to decide whether you want the chips soggy or crispy. I like them soggy, so I'm going to show you how I do that. But if you want to leave them crispy, then you're going to have to like, you know, drop the next step. So first things first, obviously, stove ko jalao. And if it doesn't come on a few times, that's okay, because that's life. Okay, so I am gonna just drizzle this with a little bit of olive oil. You don't need to, because the chips are oily is what my mom says, but I don't want to take chances because I've had stuff get stuck to the pan, you know what I mean? So we're just gonna drizzle it. That was a bit more than a drizzle, but it's okay. Then you just want to like put the chips, you know, like upar se niche tak, just keep going. Now obviously we need my kitchen towel, otherwise, you know, Scary Chef Sherry is not getting in the zone. Now this is basically just the chips like this. You leave them like this if you like them crunchy, but since I said I like mine mushy, what we're going to do is we're going to add some water to this, just regular drinking water. So my mom usually puts like a pinch of haldi and coriander over this just for some flavor. So I'm going to do the same, slightly generous since only I am eating this and it's okay. And now I'm going to add some of my coriander here only because I like to have it under my egg also. And of course, you can finely chop it and do all the aesthetic things. I have just broken it with my hands and thrown it into the pan. And this is kind of what it looks like before the egg. Now what you want to be mindful of when you're putting the egg is making a little bit of a gap here and there so that the egg sits. Otherwise, it's going to phelo, you know. This is what my mother told me and I've seen this. So I'm going to try and make maybe like a bit of a jaga for one anda here and a jaga for one anda there. So I'm hoping my eggs are going to sit in those spots, okay? Hoping, but again, anything can happen. We know that. So I'm going to start with one bowl and drop it right here. One done, one to go. One is survived at least, guys. Now let's see if the second one makes it. Very good, Cherry. Now the next thing you want to do is kind of just sprinkle a little water uske upar so that you get some steam, and then we're going to cover it with the dhakkan for the eggs to cook. And that's it. Now you let them cook and then you scoop them into a plate and you eat them. It's that simple. But you know, trust me, this is one of those Parsi dishes that I feel is the easiest to do clearly. And it's a Sunday today. I don't have a cook in the house and I just thought this would be easy to execute and eat myself. And I think I've managed. So while my eggs are cooking, I've just done a big quick cleanup and I've just kept some coriander to sprinkle on top for aesthetic reasons. You must clean up as you're cooking, as I've learned over the last few years. Otherwise, it's like a crazy chaotic state. Yeah, I think we're good. I think this is almost done, guys. It's looking good. Yeah, I think we're good. Okay, it's ready. Are you ready for a peek? Okay, so I'm going to turn this off and I'm just going to sprinkle some coriander upar for, as I said, aesthetic reasons only, and to look like I've actually done some kamwa. But I'm very happy with the way this has turned out and it's looking beautiful, if I may say so myself. Mommy would be proud. So guys, this is what my final outcome is in case I screw it up when I plate. You can see. I'm gonna try and slide it into the plate, but I don't know if that's gonna happen. Let's see. No, I'm not so sure sliding is gonna work, but I'm gonna do a putting it in. Okay, here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. Managed! So I'm just gonna add some pepper as well over this. Again, as I said, optional, and I'm just doing this because I really feel like this is at least like the best looking dish that Scary Chef Sherry has made. I don't know how it tastes, but it looks good. Okay, moment of truth. It's time to taste. And like, so the thing with this is it becomes like one thing, as you can see. And if you don't eat it hot, obviously it's not going to. I think I'm going to need a knife to cut through it. But for now, I'm just going to break a little bit and show you guys because it becomes crunchy. And now we've obviously shot and stuff and I've had to do all my close-ups and ye wo. But if you want it soggy, then you got to eat it immediately. And okay, that is good. So it's not as soggy as the one my mom makes because hers is like proper soggy. But I feel like all my water evaporated and I left it on maybe too long. So if you want it soggy, I would say put more water and cook it faster. This is my lunch for today and it's so good. So guys, this was definitely one of Scary Chef Sherry's most successful cooks and I'm very happy. This is a really easy recipe. If you try this, please post pictures and tag me. Wafer par Eedu by Scary Chef Sherry. So if you liked the video and you found this helpful, give it a thumbs up. And again, if I can make this, literally anybody can make this, guys. Let me know in the comments what you thought and what else you guys eat with egg. See you guys. Bye.